Everyone has gone through some situation where they are not sure what a person's intentions are, be it a neighbor, co-worker, or in this case, the man who hires you to record for a day. This movie takes that situation and takes it to the extreme. Recently, I've tried to make a habit of seeing movies that I don't normally see. I'm not a fan of horror movies, so I gave this movie Creep a shot, and I don't regret watching it. Creep is a low-budget horror film released in 2014 starring Mark Duplass and Patrick Bryce about two men, Aaron, a young filmmaker who is in need of money, and Joseph, who hires Aaron for a day to record a video diary for his son, as he has terminal cancer, but Aaron suspects there's more behind the mysterious Joseph. I honestly didn't expect much from the film. I stumbled across it on Netflix under the Hidden Gems category, which it is, and the fact that Mark Duplass was in it caught my eye since I tend to enjoy everything I see him in. When the film started, my curiosity went up more than it already was, for the fact that it is recorded in the found footage style, a style made famous by the Blair Witch Project. I loved this film. I was fascinated by Joseph's character and wanted to keep hearing more of him. One complaint I've heard about the film, and that I understand, is the fact that the film is almost entirely dialogue between Aaron and Joseph. But because of the tremendous talent of the actors, they keep me extremely engaged in what they're talking about. The use of dialogue in this film to create tension between the characters is spectacular. As an audience, you're confused about the true intentions of Joseph's character. We also learn a lot about Aaron and what kind of person he is, making us think about who the real creep is. The found footage horror genre is basically already dead by 2014 due to the oversaturation in the market, and that may be a reason why this movie went so under the radar. Creep tests the potential of the genre and occasionally changes its structure effectively to keep you on your toes. Creep is not a perfect movie. It has its flaws. It can feel very slow in parts and its style sometimes limits it a lot. But at the end of the day, no one should regret watching it as it's extremely enjoyable. Now I'm going to be talking about spoilers, so for the rest of the video, there is a spoiler warning, so you have been warned. The plot of the film is also pretty great, how I mentioned earlier. Joseph initially hired Aaron to make a video diary, but during the movie we learn through Joseph and Aaron's conversations that maybe it's all a lie from Joseph and that there's more behind him that he's letting Aaron know. Joseph and Peach Fuzz is arguably the best part of the film. That relationship we see throughout the film is incredibly mysterious and it slowly lets us see who Joseph really is. It's super interesting to me. After Aaron escapes from Joseph, the film changes the routine and gets more interesting. We see that Joseph went to Aaron's house at night and left him a DVD containing a message asking for forgiveness and asked him to meet him in the park so he can talk things out. That park sequence left me open mouthed. I didn't think it was going to end like this, and then we see Joseph's message to Aaron that's possibly the scariest part in the whole movie. That's when we step into the mind of a man who's very sick, and he wonders to the camera why Aaron didn't turn around before he murdered him. This leads him to determine that Aaron was an amazing person by believing up until the end that Joseph wasn't going to do anything to him. And this is why he says Aaron is his favorite victim, because he was genuinely a good person. Then he gets a phone call and we see that Aaron was just one of many and he's already setting up his next victim. This is the best ending this movie could have, as we see who Joseph truly is and we see that Aaron was just one of his many victims and that he does this with everyone, changing his persona and turning into very different people. This film captures a reality through the conversations between the two characters that couldn't be done without small production and simple yet refined style of filmmaking that allowed them to test every option in every scene. It allowed them to replicate the awkwardness of meeting someone through Craigslist, while planting that seed of doubt about Joseph, making you question if he's someone dangerous or just a weird guy. Duplass said in an interview with DP30 that they wrote an outline for the movie and figured it out while filming. They embraced the guerrilla style of filmmaking which isn't seen very often in feature films, that allowed them to let the movie tell them what it wanted to be. Without this freedom in the production, this could have been a totally different movie, probably a worse one. In short, Creep is one of the most underrated horror films on the market, with its tremendous actors and real horror. I thoroughly enjoyed it and I hope that some of you go check it out if it sounds like your kind of movie. I definitely thought it wasn't going to be for me and I was glad to be proven wrong. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this, please consider subscribing. Probably putting out future content such as more game reviews, more different movie reviews, and in general different type of media that impacted me in a strong way. Thank you.